Hello, my name is Terry Brown and I'm the instructor for this course. Today's topic is questions to ask when a child has just come into care for the first time. I think this is a very important topic. When we received our first child in care, it was quite overwhelming and we really didn't know what questions to ask. So I put together a few questions. There's actually 1,000 questions you want to ask when you receive your first child, but there's some key questions I think are very important for you to sort of keep in the back of your mind and be prepared to ask. So let's explore that. So one of the first questions I think is important to ask is, what are the ages and the sex of the child or children? What this allows you to do is it enables you to determine if there's a fit for your family. So you can start to think about the sleeping situation inside your home. Why are they coming into care? While you may not know much about a child the first day or two, knowing why they came into care can help you understand things that they might say or do. For this reason, and for the safety of other children in the home, in my conversations with caseworkers, they've said that that is their practice to inform foster parents if the child may have experienced sexual abuse. If your caseworker does not bring this up, you should feel comfortable asking about it. So what are their medical needs? This is a very important question. In my opinion, it's one of the most important questions because in some cases, you only have a short amount of time before you get the call and the child is in front of you. So you have a lot of questions, but make sure you put this on your checklist because you want to be sure to get their medical insurance information and possibly a Medicaid coverage letter. Also find out as much as possible about their medical needs to be sure that you can handle them. As a care treatment coordinator told me once, I find that most families can handle more than they think they can. They see the need and they stretch to make it work. So it will be a little chaotic, but you figure out a way to make it work, okay? This is a really important question. Actually, it should have been the last thing, but it's definitely not the least important. One of the key things, do not let that caseworker leave your house without asking for his or her phone number and their supervisor's phone number, because this will all be new to you and you're going to have a ton of questions and you need to have access to someone. In most cases, they're never going to leave your house without providing that information, but make sure it's on your checklist. Will they be changing school districts if they are placed with me? That's a great question. You have to ask that so that you can make the appropriate adjustments. I think this is a really important question. Are there siblings who are also entering care? So you may receive a child, but they also may have brothers and sisters in the system as well. And while workers won't have the details at the point of you receiving the child, knowing if the child has siblings will give you an idea about possible visitation schedules down the road. So you want to ask that question. Now, are there any special dietary concerns? It's a really great question to ask. I mean, the child comes into your home, you may have gotten a 2-hour notice that they're coming and you have very little information to work with. Several families have emphasized the importance of this question for obvious reasons, right? In addition to allergy issues, parents and workers also emphasize the importance of asking if a child is comfortable and is good with animals. What are their favorite foods, likes and dislikes? Are they vegetarian? Making a child's favorite meal can help ease the transition into a new home. Runaways. Now, this is a really important question to ask, right? So knowing this will, of course, let families know that they need to take extra precautions, such as keeping a tighter watch on the child. It may also affect what you need to tell the school. So this is a really important question to ask the caseworker. So the question you can never ask: how long is the child going to be with us? I think workers get questions like this a lot, and the reality is that they have no idea. Unless their parents' rights have been terminated, everyone is working towards reunification, which is a process that has milestones but not a firm deadline. So, what are the upcoming and routine appointments? What is their visitation schedule with the birth family members, and where do they live? One mother told me she makes her limitations clear from the start with the caseworker. Know that I work full time and will not be able to transport during the day. If that is needed, I'm not the right placement, or you will have to arrange it. So she's very clear up front, and I think you need to be as well. So thank you so much for taking this portion of the course. You can expect to be busy for the first couple of weeks. There may be medical appointments, school visits, and other obligations. I remember this lady who worked with foster parents. And, she says something in essence that you may get kids that may not sleep well. They may be uncomfortable coming into your home, so keep a good kids movie on hand. Have cartoons ready. If a child can't sleep, try putting a movie in and sitting on the couch with them, or making their favorite dinner or something like that. You will figure it out. The most important thing is they have safety and they have love. So you can do it. Until the next time, take care.